No,
Definitely not tomorrow.
tomorrow. uh,
You can just email.
and sisters and brothers, brought to you by the New England Wildlife Centers. It's the Catbird Café. Welcome, everybody. Good to have all you performers here. We love you all, and welcome to the Legumes and the Peanut Gallery and the Tubers on YouTube. Uh, what is happening?
It's coming back.
Okay. All right.
Here we are.
Too many pieces of paper. Today's suggested themes are Veterans Day, Armistice Day, National Sunday Day, and of course it's Native American Heritage Month. Um, and John won't be able to get here until later,
Right, 7-ish, he thinks.
so Mike is opening for us. And then it'll be Betty and Andy, and then Tom, and then Glenn, and whenever John gets here, we'll stick him in there. How are you doing, Karen? Glad to hear it.
Good. Thank you.
And Gaia, how are you?
I gotta get Ivy's the second
I'm
time.
doing okay. How are you guys?
Oh, good, good. She's getting over a cold, and she gave it to me, so I'm just getting into it.
Ah, sharing.
It gets life, you know.
103 already. Gosh, time flies. We,
Holy
you guys
mackerel.
you guys changed your time zones over there.
Yeah.
Oh, we did, didn't we? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, to
pretty
get back all the
stupid.
daylight we saved.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah. Okay, well, we've got a lot of folks tonight.
Yeah, we do. They're not
So-
all here yet, but they want to play.
Yeah. Many of them are here.
Yes.
And so we're going to start with Mike. And, I'm really sick of that rhyming game. So give it up for what's his name.
Thanks. If I knew I was going to open, I would have written a song with all the themes in it, but I didn't. But I did. I got a couple songs. I I lost a good friend this week, Walter Jonas. I met him 20 years ago at Sam W. And we played a lot at the Milton Farmers Market and the Quincy Farmers Market. And whenever I would play "This Land Is Your Land," he would play back to me the Utah Phillips parody of it. So that's what I'm going to do first. I'll start with "This Land Is Your Land." Just the chorus. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island. From the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. Here's the Utah Phillips. This land is their land. It is not our land. From your plush apartment to your Cadillac car land. From your Wall Street office to your Hollywood star land. This land is not made for you and me. As I was walking an endless bread line, my landlord gave me a 2-week deadline. The local paper printed a better headline. This land is not made for you and me. This land is their land. It is not our land. From your plush apartment to your Cadillac car land. From your Wall Street office to your Hollywood star land. This land is not made for you and me. Oh, take your slogan and kindly stow it. If this is our land, you'd never know it. Let's get together and overthrow it. Yes, this land was made for you and me. This land was made for you and me.
Yeah.
All
All right.
Good one.
There's a Native American verse that I hope you will include next time. This land is your land. It once was my land. Before we sold you Manhattan Island, you drove our nations to the reservations. This land was stole by you from me.
Huh. Yes, all right, I'll add that.
And
Yeah.
Woody Guthrie alludes to the bread lines in the original of the
Right,
song, which
right.
is almost never sung.
Right.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. So the second song is by Chris Lee, and I was thinking about this week because I got to play this song with Chris a couple times and also with Charlie Ortolani. Charlie's an amazing guitar player. He's the best guitar player I've ever played with. He could play a solo and rhythm at the same time. I don't know how he did it. I can't even do either. So this is called Funny How Life Works Out That Way. When I was but a little child, was raised to be both meek and mild, and share with those less fortunate than I. They sent me off to church and school and learned to play by all the rules, but I was mostly known for asking why. Our house had an open door, the table always room for more. No friend or stranger was ever turned away. Mom died and Dad died too, and that house was sold to someone new. I pray it's still a haven to this day. In the words of a wiser man, life's what happens when you've other plans. Funny how life works out that way. Life was a simple tug of war between good and evil. Does God keep score of everything in thought and word and deed? The righteous ones we often see who'd force their creed on you and me and bend the holy rules for earthly needs. We often hear the pitchman call, just sign here and have it all, and comes with a written lifetime guarantee. Every time I turned my head, I found to my dismay instead, nothing in this life is really free. In the words of a wiser man, life's what happens when you've other plans. Funny how life works out that way. You may find a love of the rarest kind, the one that stands the test of time, the kind of love you know will always stay. And then comes creeping like the dawn an angel band, and one is gone, the other left alone to make their way. So I sing this song for you. May your dreams come true. May your lives last. And so for you I sing this song. May your dreams come true. May your lives be long, and love and laughter fill your every day. For as years fly past, you'll spend your youth with your final breath. You'll find the truth. It's funny how life turns out that way. In the words of a wiser man, life's what happens when you've other plans. It's funny how life turns out that way. It ain't funny, but life works out that way.
Bless your heart.
Love that song.
You're blessed to have known him.
I am.
Yeah, we are.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Wonderful.
Mike Delaney.
Yeah, Mike. Awesome.
I'm gonna stop my recording right now. Stop.
All right, that clinches it. We got Betty and Andy up next, more commonly known as Back to Back to Back.
There he is.
Ah, yes. That's a pretty sweater.
Yeah, I like that color.
I like that color, yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for back to back.
Yahoo!
I just want to say that when we did that gig at the Catbird a few weeks ago, I had more fun in that 2 hours than any vacation I've ever been on. It was really fabulous.
I love it.
That's great. You guys are awesome.
Yes, thank you for what you.
The weather held out nice. It was a lively audience. It was just one of the best gigs we've ever had.
And you can bet you'll be back next year too.
We plan on
We'll
it.
be invited anyway if
Yeah.
you're willing.
Okay, we're gonna do a little twist on a Rolling Stone song. I met a gypsy barroom queen in Memphis. She tried to take me upstate for a ride. She tried to lead me right across her shoulder. 'Cause I just can't seem to drink you off my mind. It's a honky-tonk woman. Give me the honky-tonk blues. One more time. It's a honky-tonk woman. Give me the honky-tonk blues. Later, divorcee New Orleans. They had to put up some kind of a fight. The lady that she covered me with roses. She blew my nose and then she blew my mind. It's a honky-tonk woman. Give me the honky-tonk blues. It's a honky-tonk woman. Give me the honky-tonk blues. Well, I met her, she's so far removed. She tried to take me upstate for a ride. She tried to keep me right across her shoulder. 'Cause I just can't seem to drink the lady off my mind. It's a honky-tonk woman. Give me the honky-tonk blues. It's a honky-tonk woman. Give me the honky-tonk blues.
Rock and roll.
Yeah.
All right.
Where's your yellow jumpsuit?
Your yellow jumpsuit. It's underneath this outfit here.
We're gonna send this next song out to the late great Jimmy Buffett. So you know it's coming. You know it's coming.
Not really. I,
Well, I'm eating on spun cake, watching the sun bake. All of those toys that covered with oil. Some of my H string on my phone string. You smell those string pop beginning to boil. But still I'm wasted away again in Margaritaville, searching for my lost chicken to solve. Some people claim that there's a war to blame, but I know it's nobody's fault. Don't the reason staying all season, nothing to show but the spread that turned you. But it's a real beauty, a Mexican cutie. How we got here I had been through, but still I'm wasted away again in Margaritaville, searching for my lost secret soul. Some people claim that there's a woman to blame, but I know it's nobody's fault. But still I'm wasted away again in Margaritaville, searching for my lost secret soul. Some people claim that there's a woman to blame, but I know it's nobody's fault. When I blew up my big front, stepped over the park car, cut my heel, had to cruise on back home. But these booze in the blender, soon Miranda, that frozen concoction is helping me hang on. But still I'm wasted away again in Margaritaville, searching for my lost chicken soul. Some people claim that there's a woman to blame, but I know nobody's fault. But still I'm wasted away again in Margaritaville, searching for my lost chicken soul. Some people claim that there's a woman to blame, but I know I'm very wrong.
all right. All right.
on things like that I wish that Zoom would allow everybody to sing together on the chorus. I think that would have been great.
That'd be so great.
Yeah, but they don't. Maybe
Always entertaining back to back.
Someday. It's not too complicated.
We hope
We
we're
hope.
entertaining.
Glad to see Andy with all that.
By the way, we
Skip.
ran into something called YouTube Music.
What?
We made it to something called YouTube Music. Have you ever heard of this?
No.
Oh, you haven't. Anyway, it's fairly new. Betty told him about it today. Says, "What? YouTube Music? We're on there." I says, "Well, wow." I'm waiting for the checks to come in.
That's not gonna happen, I don't think.
Tom and
Steve
Glenn,
once says,
you want to go now?
Not in the near future.
Is that okay to say Jaya?
Yeah, right after Jaina.
Okay.
Let's go to Israel right now, and Tom Maynard is not here, so let's hear from Gaia after, if she's ready to go. Jaina. Oh, Jaina.
Collapse
I'm
this.
right where you left me.
There she is.
Bert's glad to see you.
Yeah.
How you been?
Okay. Managing.
Yeah. And I guess at this point, it's the best you can hope for. I just want peace. I do want peace. Personally, I don't care if it's a two nation or a one nation. We just got to stop fighting. You know?
Stop killing.
They've been offered, I don't remember how many, since the 30s, they've been offered, they've been offered their, and they've turned it down each time.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know
It's
that line about leading a horse to water but not forcing him to drink?
I've been reading this book on Palestine by Noam Chomsky. I just started it. I just want to get a sense of the history because I don't really know what I'm talking about. Most Americans don't.
You want to start the history? Start by reading the Bible.
Yeah.
It
Oh,
goes
I
back to
have.
there,
What's
The
wrong?
indigenous,
I don't
the
believe in it.
indigenous people.
What's
at
wrong
that
with that
time.
old adage?
What was that? Somebody?
What's wrong with that old adage about the horse to water?
Nothing.
Well, you can't make it drink.
Gotta drink.
You can lead it to water, can't make it drink, but you can put salt in the oats.
To make them thirsty.
Okay, that's interesting.
Okay, very
Like
good.
that, like
Little
that.
humor from Val.
It's more than humor. Oats need to be salted by
Oh, they do?
and violence.
Right. Yes.
I did not know that.
Well, no,
I see
Why-
it now.
Yeah, yes, the salt complements the grain. Why do you think you put salt in bread?
Yeah.
Neil's thinking.
Well, I'm just not sure how it applies to the current conflict. That's all.
It doesn't, but
It's an interesting thought. I agree.
yeah.
lots of interesting thoughts out there, but
Yeah, we got to have some fun.
Well, there's a certain element in this nation that's extremist, and I would hate for all of us to be held accountable for the actions of that extremist. And
Yeah.
I'm not in any power. We're not in any power to get rid of this extremist thought that has the previous president as its. So it just. I don't know how this comes about, but it's just impossible lives all around. So I don't know what you do. And by my own token,
I got to tell you, though, I take the Bible with a grain of salt.
by the own token is, my land has arrowheads on it. So should Native Americans actually be given title to the land I occupy right now?
Yeah.
Stephen,
Like,
I'm
this
not
is
saying to
hard.
read it as a religious text. Read it as a history book.
That's all it is.
Right.
That is,
Words written by people many years after they were said.
But you know what it is about history? It changes with each administration.
one's in power, write the history.
Yeah, the new history they got coming up now says that slavery was good for black Americans.
I just I don't know. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all
That's
the
it.
death.
I'm with her. There's some things that just cannot be comprehended.
Yeah.
And there are things that the mind simply does not grasp.
One thing that we can do is join with voices tomorrow and music all day
You're breaking up.
oh, huh. I don't know. I was just saying we can support with voices tomorrow the musical
Which
events. Is that, am I not being understood?
Not really.
Yeah, no, she mentioned Voices tomorrow, the
Yeah.
show tomorrow.
Oh, I see.
You want me to put the promo in the chat? I can do that.
Yeah, please.
Yes, that'd be great, Jana.
Basically, what we're talking about here is Voices, the virtual open mic for Israel's Continued Existence Song Fest. And we have a bunch of Catbirdians participating, thanks in some part to Jana, as I understand.
I can't put in the banner because you won't let me put in pictures.
Right. But Kenny Seltzer will be there, Steve Azzaro, Marianne, Storm, Tom Maynard, Andy and Betty, David Buckman, Rick Page, Ronnie Stoltzberg, me, John Waterman, Jay Cunningham, and Art Grossman, provided there's time.
And then Glenn
And
from Arizona.
Glenn's running a chunk after arts.
That's right.
Oh,
Yeah, Glenn, the Phoenix show starts when the New England show
on the
ends.
same stream?
On the same
Yep.
street.
Oh, cool.
Same stream. The YouTube is going to be running for something like 9 hours.
Yeah, that's excellent.
Amazing.
Yeah,
Amazing.
I love it.
Yeah. How do you get on that? Was there a sign up to
It's invitation only, I believe.
Well, most of from what I understand, the slots have been filled, but Glenn is has the closing session. Talk to him if he has space left. Talk to him.
The New England one doesn't. It's full to the brim.
Yeah, and it's a around the world thing.
Jerusalem has an overflow.
Okay.
Yeah, we might be able to get one or two people in. We might. So if you're interested, yeah, just
Check, Glenn.
shoot me something in chat, and we can get you the info.
Great.
Got that, Rich?
I don't have the schedule.
Oh, I printed it for you.
Yeah, I left it in the other room.
Oh, I'll go get it.
'Cause
But
I'm a
anyway,
dork.
we're probably enough talking, don't you think?
Yeah, because it depresses me, but I will I'll take another pass at the Old Testament. Okay. Okay. All right, let's move on. Tom Maynard is not here.
Right, but we were going to have Gaia go next.
Yes. If she's ready. Are you ready, Gaia?
Yep, she said it would be good.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, then, it's my pleasure to introduce Ms. Gaia Best.
I'm gonna have a piano backtracking on this song, and this is Jolene. I hope this comes through okay, because it sounded like there was some sound issues before, but we'll see.
Yeah, that was Rich. He's got a fan going on in the background, and I muted him, so we should be good.
Jolene, 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 I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. Jolene, 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 Please don't take him just because you can. Your beauty is beyond compare. Flaming locks of auburn hair with ivory skin and eyes of emerald green. Your smile is like a breath of spring. Your voice is soft like summer rain. And I cannot compete with you, Jolene. Talks about you in his sleep. There's nothing I can do to keep from crying when he calls your name, Jolene. And I can easily understand how you could easily take my man, but you don't even know what he means to me, Jolene. Jolene, 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 Jolene. I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. Jolene, 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 Jolene. Please don't take him just because you can. You could have your choice of men. I could never love again. He's the only one for me, Jolene. I've had to have this talk with you. Our happiness depends on you. Whatever you decide to do, Jolene. Jolene, 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 Jolene. I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. Jolene, 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 please don't take him just because you can. Jolene,
Very nice.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Beautiful.
Wow.
Where'd that piano track come from?
I found it on YouTube.
Ah, okay.
That was great.
Good old YouTube.
Julie
You
Miller
got
wrote
anything
that.
else? You got anything else you wanted to share?
This is a short one. Julie Miller wrote this song. She's Buddy Miller's wife, and I'm dedicating this to our friend Joel from the Guitar Merchant, who I understand passed away. I didn't know, but it sounds like it's been even a couple months ago or something. But he ran the Guitar Merchant on Wednesdays, and wonderful man. And I just heard of his passing yesterday, so this is for him. It's called All My Tears. Excuse me. When I go, don't cry for me. In my Father's arms I'll be. The wounds this world left on my soul will all be healed and all be whole. Sun and moon will be replaced with the light of Jesus' face. And I will not be ashamed, for my Savior knows my name. It don't matter where you bury me, I'll be home and I'll be free. It don't matter where I lay, all my tears be washed away. Gold and silver blind the eye, temporary riches lie. Come and eat from heaven's store, come and drink and thirst no more. So weep not for me, my friends, when my time below does end. For my life belongs to him who will raise the dead again. It don't matter where you bury me, all my tears be washed away. And it don't matter anywhere I lay, all my tears be washed away. 'Cause it don't matter where you bury me, I'll be home and I'll be free. That's Julie Miller.
Wow, that was beautiful.
Really beautiful.
Thank you for that, Gaya.
Thank you, Dave.
Gaya Best.
Very, very nice.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay, so I found this schedule for voices. It'll be an all-day Follow the Sun open mic tomorrow, and it'll begin in Israel at 10:30 a.m. That's Boston time, and let's see.
It's easy. On the other schedule, it's easier to read.
Yeah, okay. On this.
Yep. Here. So.
So, all right, Boston time. So the music starts. The event opens at 10:30. The music starts at 11, and then it's Israel. Hopefully, we can fit everybody in, and that's the maybe be over by 2 o'clock, and then the UK will take over until 4 o'clock, and then the Boston area will be from 4 to 6. And then Phoenix will bring it home from 6 to 8, and then Glenn, I imagine you'll have some more information about your thing.
Absolutely.
Okay.
All right. Now Tom has joined us.
Oh, he has.
Yeah. So Tom can go in his normal slot.
Oh, he can.
Yeah. And also Cowboy Rex just joined us. So we'll.
All right.
get him in somewhere.
We'll hear from Tom next, and then Glenn, and then Phil Hunt. And we have to put,
We'll get Cowboy in somewhere before Ivy goes to bed.
at the worst, 19. And if somebody else doesn't show up, we'll stick him in there.
Good chance Ron won't show up because he already said he might not. He might be away.
Yeah, he covered his
At
ass.
the worst, are you kidding me? I'm honored and lucky and blessed to be 19.
All right. All right. But Ivy will be in bed by then, so she'll be sad.
Yeah.
But
I
she'll get to say
am
hi.
already getting filled up with my chirps.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Good.
Yeah.
Good.
All right. Hey, Tom, how you doing?
Hi, Tom.
I'm doing okay.
Good.
Just got in. I was out for the day, so I apologize for being late, and I probably should have said something in my sign up about that.
Your
but
new
I
place, your
had
new
hopes.
place looks nice.
What's
Were
that?
you out hiking?
Your new place.
No. I was out with I was. We have a group that gets together once a month or so to sit in council. So it's what we call a sacred council.
Ah,
Very nice.
that's interesting.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll let you get started on your music. Ladies and germs, it is none other than Tom Maynard.
So I'm not even like in my headspace around like what the themes are and stuff like this, but let me just say that I've been dealing with some stuff. The move was down here. It was so we're in Thompson, Connecticut now, and I think we were here. We might have been here a week ago. No, we couldn't have been. I don't know. I don't
Yes,
know what's going on anymore. But it was hard, and there's a lot of stuff going on around my youngest son and all. So I'm going to start off with a father's song, just because I'm feeling that. So this is a song I wrote for my three sons. Father's song.
Original sound.
We're not getting the guitar, Tom.
Original sound.
Because I don't have original sound on. Thank you. Hopefully the next time I'm here, I will have prepared. Father's song.
We're just glad you're here, Tom.
Are you able to hear the guitar now?
Not much.
Any better?
There you go. Yep.
Yeah.
Here, let me get the audio settings up so I can see them too. That's helpful. Here we go. It was your birthday, and you were just 1 minute old. All that I felt then seemed more than one heart could hold. I looked in your crystal blue eyes. There I saw the infinite skies, to the source of our love, flying high. I took you and held you, I saw the first breeze in your hair. I breathed deep and smelled you, touched you through your scent on the air. I bent with the weight of my need to be more than I believed I ever could be. It was then that I knew beyond doubt the universe had changed forever, and with it so had I. I was your father. Watch you standing as you're looking out of the door, and only a step lies between now and all that's in store. You have been yearning to fly into that infinite sky. And all I can hope for is that I have given enough. And all I have taught you, the lessons were grounded in love. Given you all I can give. Now this is your time to live. It holds so much promise. Be free now, and now beyond shadow of doubt, the universe is changing forever. And with it so shall I. But I'm still your father.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Love that song.
Thank you so much. Let me go for this one next, I guess. This is another one. This is a more recent song. I may have done it here recently. I don't know. This is well, it speaks for itself. It's called "Let's Pretend." Oh, and it happens to be in the same key, and it's a waltz, just like the last one. Let's pretend that we've just met and we're first feeling that spark. And 40 years haven't swiftly flown past. Let's pretend. Let's imagine we've yet to taste kisses. Then in the trembling dark, we're swept away, our hearts beating fast. Let's pretend. And our hearts unbroken will never need mending, so innocent and free. Miles and the years and the smiles and the tears have not yet come to be. Have not yet come to be. Let's pretend that I haven't hurt you in all of those little ways. At me with your shining eyes. Let's pretend. Let's imagine that all of our choices have added up to say that we live in a world where regrets cause no sighs. Let's pretend. And our hearts unbroken will never need mending, so innocent and free. And the miles and the years and the smiles and the tears have not yet come. greater love, and we don't have to pretend. No, we don't have to pretend.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good song.
Beautiful song. Two beautiful songs.
Really.
Tom Maynard.
Good song.
Just wonderful. Just wonderful.
I'm going to ask some people a question here because I have had the blues now for some time, and you know what's happening in the world and what the future looks like. What do you do, Tom, to cheer yourself up?
Oh my gosh. I go for walks in the woods.
Okay.
That's probably one of the primary things. And I pick up my guitar. That's the other thing.
Great answers. Thank you. All right, moving on.
Those
We
would
got-
be my answers.
Yeah,
Exact same answer.
that's a
Me
great
too.
answer.
And Glenn, you're next.
Music and something to smoke.
Ah,
Oh, yeah.
I can't do that anymore, so I take gummy. So where's Glenn?
Rachia.
There he is.
He knows where he is.
Yeah.
We do too, yeah.
Well, today I do.
So Glenn, tell us about what happens after Voices winds up at about 8 o'clock tomorrow night.
Well, hopefully we will have raised some money and some awareness for the issues of yeah, you know, one of the things that probably gives you the blues and gives me the blues is everything that's happening
Yeah.
in that part of
Yeah.
the world. And having been there, you know, I've just got some sensibility for, you know, for what it is. And, you know, we were pretty keen on wanting to support our friends personally who are, you know, in the middle of all this. And that something Art had talked about is, you know, this turn of events kind of, one of the catalysts was that horrible attack on a music festival, very similar to probably 100 different festivals that all of us have played at. You know, and who would have ever thunk that it would, you know, it would end that way. And now
You think about Black Friday.
and now just, you know, spin into what it's spun into. So, you know, I think we're just trying hard not to make it overtly political in any way.
Yes.
Just
Yeah.
a bunch of musicians trying to help out a bunch of other musicians and ensure that, you know, that there is an Israel when
Yes.
all this is said and done, and you know, if there's you know, other outcomes that help solve some of the other problems out there, that would be a blessing as well. And
Sure would.
you know,
But now you've got something happening online and on YouTube after Voices.
no, it's just the last.
Oh,
segment.
okay.
The last
I
segment.
misunderstood.
Last segment is out of Phoenix, and
Yeah.
it will be 6 to 8 your time on the East Coast. Over here, where we don't change the clocks, it's 4 to 6. And Cowboy and I are co-hosting this thing, and we might have room for one or two more, maybe. So if someone wants to be part of that, and you're available those hours, you know, let me know or let Cowboy know, and we can try to get you in there.
And that's from 6 to 8. Okay.
6 to 8 your time, East Coast time. Yep.
That's the only time. All right.
Speaking like a true Bostonian.
All right. Let's hear it, please, for Glenn Gardner.
Guys, thank you. I actually, right in front of this, I played at a memorial service. You knew Fred Pinch, right, Cowboy? I'm sure you did. It was Fred's memorial service, and it was held over at Fiddler's Dream, and it's one of the songs I played, so I'm gonna play it again. It's Harry Chapin's song. Oh, all my life's a circle, sunrise and sundown. Moon rolls through the nighttime till the daybreak rolls around. All my life's a circle, I can't tell you why. Seasons spinning round again, years keep rolling by. Seems like I've been here before, can't remember when. Got this funny feeling we'll all get together again. No straight lines make up my life, all these roads have been. No clear-cut beginning, sometimes no clear end. Oh, I found you 1,000 times, guess you done the same. Then we lose each other, it's like a children's game. As I find you here again, the thought rolls through my mind. Our love is like a circle, let's go around one more time. Where everybody sings. Oh, all my life's a circle, sunrise and sundown. Moon rolls through the nighttime till the daybreak rolls around. All my life's a circle, I can't tell you why. Seasons spinning round again, the years keep rolling by. That one's called Slip. Beautiful Harry Chapin song.
Sherman Whipple used to do that song.
Oh, I love that song.
That made us think of
This is my favorite.
Maybe these two songs are kind of joined at the hip, but here's a Green Day song without the expletive. Another turning point of folks stuck in a row. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. Make the best of this test, don't ask why. It's not a question, but a lesson learned in time. Something unpredictable, in the end it's right. Hope you had the time of your So take the photographs and still frames in your mind. Hang tattoos of memories and dead skin on trial. Oh, what it's worth was worth it all the while. It's something unpredictable. In the end, it's right. Hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable. In the end, it's right. Hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable. In the end, it's right. Hope you had the time of your life.
Well done.
Yeah.
Oh,
Thanks,
that's,
folks.
Well,
that's the folkies' favorite Green Day song.
Yeah.
That's what.
They've got a large catalog, but it's pretty much the only one.
Yeah, yeah. Mostly, yeah. That's what most people do. It's off the American Idiot album.
see his T-shirt.
And, oh, you have an American Idiot T-shirt on.
No, this is actually
American.
electric guitar.
Oh, okay.
American electric guitars.
It looked like it said American ID, so I thought it was idiot.
Close.
Yeah.
All
right.
All right. Thank you, Glenn Gardner.
Yeah, Glenn.
Thanks, guys.
Oh boy, Phil Hunt is next.
And John, we know you're here.
Yeah.
Glad you're here.
Put me in anywhere. I don't care.
Yep. And after Phil?
After Phil, we got Jade and Marianne, and then Jade, and then Neil Dale, and then Jimmy Lunsford.
Okay.
I'm losing my voice.
Oh, great. All right, so Phil, Spotlight. There he is.
Hey.
Good to have him back. Yay, Phil.
Yeah.
All right.
Good looking Phil.
No,
It's Phil.
I've noticed something when I look at the picture gallery of all of us. Our heads are all different sizes. It's really weird. Well, I spent about a week and a half in Texas the last part of October. It was a musical caravan from El Paso to Austin. And so I've been, and I didn't want to drag a guitar. It was a long trip. So I did bring my mandolin, which I've been working on. So I was able to participate a little with that. But I've been thinking a lot of Texas songs. And
Original sound.
and this is one by Jimmy Webb. And it's about a soldier who hopes he gets through the war he's in and hopes somebody's waiting for him. I can certainly identify with that.
Phil, you definitely have original
Waiting,
sound.
not for me.
You have original sound on now? You still do? Because you popped it in.
Yeah.
On?
Yay.
All right, good. Thanks.
Am I on? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we hear you.
Okay. Just you missed all the witty things I just said. You poor people. Anyway,
We heard it all.
Yeah.
It was good. Good story.
Jimmy Webb, and it's about a soldier who wants to get home. Galveston, oh Galveston, I can hear your sea wind blowing. I can see her dark eyes glowing. She was 21 when I left Galveston. Galveston, oh Galveston, I could hear your sea waves crashing. while I watch the cannon flashing. I'll clean my gun and dream of Galveston. I can see her standing by the water, see her looking out to sea. Is she waiting there for me on the beach where we used to run? Galveston, oh Galveston, I am so afraid of dying. Before I dry the tears she's crying, before I see seabirds flashing in the sun in Galveston, oh Galveston, Galveston, oh Galveston.
Yeah.
Haven't done in a while.
Word change is required for every syllable. That's not anyway.
Yeah. He was very courty.
And this is a song, I think it's by Joe Ely, and it's called The Indian Cowboy. If you ever go out to the circus where the Wallanders walk on the wire, I'll tell you a tale to remember when the white horse's leap rings of fire. It was a cold night in old Oklahoma. The show was about to begin. The animals were all acting restless when the star pony broke from her pen. She was a mare of high spirit, like a whore on a Saturday night. She ran kicking and bucking past the men who were brushing the elephants laying on their sides. Now close by the tent were some lanterns. They were dangerous and close to the hay. That mare headed straight for those lanterns. Some fool had left there by mistake. Up stepped an Indian cowboy. His lariat whirled through the air. Stuck in the middle of danger, he roped that runaway mare. The elephants raised up their trumpets. Two of them broke from their chains. They stampeded that Indian cowboy who had saved the big cop from playing. So if you ever go out to the theater where the Wallanders walk on the wire, remember that Indian cowboy when the white horse's leap rings of fire.
Oh, great song.
Yeah.
I never heard that before. That's a great story. That's Phil Hunt, folks.
Hey, Phil. Good to have you back.
Outstanding. And how do you stay out of the dumps?
Well, partly Tom's philosophy is I walk, you know. Although sometimes if I get glum, I really have to kick myself to convince myself that I can unglum myself. There's a perverse logic working that almost convinces you that's the way you're supposed to be. You're supposed to be a grumpy, depressed, whatever. So walking's good. Deep breathing's good.
Yes.
Reminding myself of how fortunate I am is good. Few things. There are more, but they help. They all help.
Ah, I can see. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate
I
that.
am to, be back here and to come back again, to be welcome.
You're always welcome here.
Yeah, always.
Yeah.
Great to have you back.
All right. We'll go to Marianne Sullivan's house now. And
Jade's up.
And yeah, Jade is there as usual. And when we get through talking, we'll have her sing. It'll be Neil, Dale, and Jimmy, and Marianne. And then, John, you can take my place because I'm trying to save my voice.
Over you a little bit.
No, it's okay. Are you sure?
Hey, nice. Hello.
Hey, guys.
Hi. Good shot. We don't see your ceiling.
No, I'm not playing now. They're talking to us first. She's hiding. Always hiding.
Well, you can play first and then we'll talk.
She's so shy.
Yeah.
All
Would
right.
you rather go?
I don't care.
Either way, whatever works for you.
You want to go? All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's Jade.
Yeah, Jade.
So I wrote this, I don't know how long ago, 7, 8 years ago. Women serve as well. So, this is Veterans Day, and I had a couple of aunts that were in World War II. So this is called Janie Came Home Today. Janie, she wanted to serve just like those before her, donning her uniform, felt like she belonged. Oh, wait a minute, I have to start all over again. Let me try again. Janie, she wanted to serve just like those before her, donning her uniform, feeling like she belonged. Janie, she was deployed, her family felt the void, everyone missing her, pray for her safe return. She was so far away that on their minds each day. Jamie came home on leave, everyone was relieved. They got to see her again, her family and her friends. But soon she had to go back, another tour in Iraq, leaving them far behind, though they were on her mind. She was so far away, but on her mind each day. Janie went off to war. What were we fighting for? She was a good soldier, following her orders. Well, Jamie came home today. This time she's home to stay. Wait for her plane to come in. See the flag-draped coffin. She was so far away, but now she's home today. Janie came home today.
Whoa.
Yeah, I always like that song. That's the Jade original, folks.
Yeah, that's for everybody that serves, but I thought about the women who serve, and sometimes they don't get mentioned.
Right.
Right.
And like I
Yeah.
said, I had two aunts that were in World War II. So, John Olivier said I could do his song, Angel. They came for you late that night, and when they left, they stole the light, and I'll be waiting, always waiting. I'll be waiting for you. Ooh. From the window, I watched you leave, and for a moment I could not breathe, that I'll be waiting, always waiting. I'll be waiting for you. Ooh, time it has no hour, in time it sheds no tears. Never ending love is all it has to fear. 'Cause I'll be waiting, always waiting. I'll be waiting for you. Ooh, in the morning I sit alone and wish my heart were made of stone. 'Cause I'll be waiting, always waiting. I'll be waiting for you. You, in the evening I call your name, though it cannot ease the pain, that I'll be waiting, always waiting. I'll be waiting for you. Ooh, I'll meet you at the door when they bring you home. I'll take you by the hand and never let you go. 'Cause I'll be waiting, always waiting. I'll be waiting for you. Ooh, ooh. Angel by John Oliver.
Yeah,
Nicely done.
great job. That's great.
Great.
Thank you for that.
Thank
No, and John's son went in the army, and he wrote that song to him.
Yeah.
He's waiting for his son to come home.
And he did.
Beautiful song. And
Yeah.
John's a Purple Heart veteran. So.
Yep.
Yeah. Good stuff.
And he's probably going to be on WATD tomorrow.
Oh,
Because usually every year on Veterans Day he is on
I haven't seen their announcement
Twilight
yet.
Showcase.
You know what?
But
Yeah, I haven't seen it either. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't know what's up tomorrow. I know he was there last week.
and Mary Ann is still out of the picture. Okay. Can't hear you. Who?
John's good. He's pretty good. He's coming along. With
Oh,
John
oh.
Oliver.
Okay. Yeah, he's very slowly recovering from his stroke, which he got in the hospital, for those who don't know, when he was in there for a heart attack, and he got a stroke. And last I looked, he still didn't have full control of his left hand. So he was not playing guitar yet. But we hope and we envision that day will come.
He's working on it.
Yep. All right, you're going to move along then.
All right, thanks you guys.
Thank you.
And for one moment, I'm going to spotlight us because this little green creature is going to bed. Because she's loud and she's nudgy and she wants to move along and doesn't want to be here anymore. So, oh well.
You say goodnight to Cowboy?
Good night to Cowboy, good night to Cousin Linda. Good night to everybody.
All right.
All right, getting rid of her. Okay. Who's next?
Okay, Neil is next.
All right, we'll get Neil spotlighted and then I'll get rid of this creature.
Okay.
Yeah. I can't get her to shut up. There's Neil.
Hey, Neil. Are you muted?
Not anymore.
Oh, okay.
You know, it's funny. I got so used to the bird, I barely noticed her.
Oh,
really?
The way you are too. It's like you probably.
Well, sort of, except she's doing it in my ear, directly in my ear right now, and I can't very well ignore it.
Yeah, and she doesn't want to sit here any longer. She's done. She's done for the night. So.
Okay.
All
You know
right.
what she means, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Well,
Good night, Bird.
Go ahead and announce so that I can mute, so that I can go.
Well, folks, it's always great to hear his songs. It's Neil Dale.
Well, this song, I guess it's kind of about Native Americans. It's certainly about their worldview. I was trying to see salmon jumping, and I wanted to, and I realized when I started getting into it a few years ago, that it's not so easy. They only jump once a year, when they're doing their migration, and this varies from week to week every year. So I kept pretty close tabs on it, and my wife and I went out to northern Oregon, no, just Northern California, just the Klamath River. And, I thought I had it right, and I got out there and no salmon. No. You know what? There really aren't very many anymore. That's the bottom line. So this very kind Native American who was part of a fisheries thing got me into a group, not in a group, me and my wife with some biologists who were measuring the fish. So we were able to get out in the middle of the river and pick them up and, stuff like that. But they weren't jumping. It just wasn't the same. So I ended up writing this song. It's called Song for the Klamath. Eagle dries its feathers in the early morning light, suspended on a thermal in the circle of its flight, while the sun pours down the mountain to the river far below, where the sharp eyes of the eagle scan the flow. Where are the salmon? We are waiting, say the winter-hungry grizzlies and the seals in Klamath Bay. Where are the salmon? We are hungry, but the run keeps getting thinner as we're using up the water and the spirit of the forest fades away. Well, the Yurok and the Hoopa have always hunted there. Like the eagle and the grizzly, they only took their share. Came the rancher and the logger, so many thousands strong. We've gotta find a way to get along. Blow the dams, free the river. Let the laughing Klamath tumble from the mountain to the sea. Blow the dams, feed the forest from the wide Pacific circuit where the ocean salmon roam. Let them reach the rippled shallows and the gravels of their home. Nature's just a backdrop, only scenery to some. Lost in our own stories, we've forgotten where we're from. Like the apple needs the root and branch and leaf to stay alive, we need the tree of nature to survive. Blow the dams, free the river, let the laughing Klamath tumble from the mountain to the sea. Blow the dams, feed the forest, from the wide Pacific circuit where the ocean salmon roam. Let them reach the rippled shallows and the gravels of their home.
Yeah. There's not as many of them as there were, and there's a lot of species. And of course, every time a species goes...
Thank you, Karen. It's exactly right. They've been on the point of blowing these dams for about 10 years now, and they just... Everybody's in agreement, but for some reason it still hasn't happened.
Yeah.
It will.
It will. And then maybe the salmon will come back on the Klamath anyway. They should have them here. They should have them in Connecticut. You know, they found... anyway, they were everywhere in the northern latitudes once.
When were we up in Seattle?
Oh, it was, I don't remember, baby.
15, 20 years ago?
Yeah, maybe that long.
And there's the salmon stairway.
You can go see them on the fish ladders. It's true.
Yeah, the fish ladder, that's what it is. And you know, when they leave, when they go out to sea, they're just little silver fish. But when they come back, they're monsters. They've got beaks, and they've changed their color, and they look pretty scary.
Yeah, I mean they've been in 1,500 miles away and across the Pacific, and then somehow or other they all get this signal to come back. It's like those darn butterflies.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Anyway, this song is a totally different. It's not an anti-love song. It's perhaps for me a realistic love song. It's called Time, Time, Time. Used to tell me everything would work out fine. Shit, I'm sorry. Let me try this again. They used to tell me everything would work out fine. The love of my life was waiting down the line. Things would be different next time around. But that's not at all what I have found. They said time, 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 it's a matter of time. Sit back and relax, it'll work out fine. Those knockdown dragouts are another world. And things will be different when you meet the right girl. They said the same thing in elementary school, talking about the dinosaurs that used to rule. First a big nasty lizard with an ugly face, but if you wait long enough you get the human race. They said time, 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 it's a matter of time. But the rising road makes a ragged line. You can tell me what's true for you, but it took a lot of help just to pull me through. Who's gonna school ya? Time gonna rule ya. Who's gonna school ya? Time, time, time gonna do it again. I still see the bloody battles of the past, teeth flashing, bodies crashing in the grass. Every time I figured that I'd found a friend, those dinosaurs crashed through the door again. And it takes time, it's a matter of time. But nothing's ever easy, it's an upward climb. And if you just sit and wait for your troubles to end, there's a dinosaur waiting for you round the bend. And it takes time, it's a matter of time. But nothing's ever easy, it's an upward climb. And if you just sit and wait for your troubles to end, there's a dinosaur waiting for you round and round and round we go. And we know exactly where it's gonna go again.
Oh, Neil.
True that. Oh, great stuff.
Yeah.
And Neil, I suspect no one that I know is more knowledgeable about what's going on in the environment and what the future looks like there. How do you, and I suspect that one way you get around that, instead of going out and slitting your throat, is by writing a song about it.
Absolutely. Yeah, because like the vision of what we have to do is very strong. We have to acknowledge, we have to get beyond national differences and start to work together. It's the greatest impetus to world peace that I've come to think of, and that's why I sing about it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Good.
Thank you, Neil.
You're welcome.
People are all great. Jimmy Lunsford is next, and then Marianne, and then John, and then Val. Hey, James.
Hey,
Red.
Yeah. There he is.
what's going on?
You tell me. Right, ladies and gentlemen, this is one of the finest guys that I've ever known. He is. I've never heard him say a bad word about anyone, and it just seems to come naturally to him. Please give it up for Jimmy Lunsford.
Thanks, buddy. I love you.
I love you too.
What a great day. Thank you all for sharing your day with me. This is a song, Veterans Day. I had the good fortune once upon a time, not too long ago, I think about 8 years ago, I was getting I think I just had my oil changed at a car dealership, and I was waiting. You sit there and wait. They do it, then they tell you, hey, they're bringing it around. So you go out and you wait for them to bring it around. Ostensibly, that wouldn't take but a few seconds, or maybe a minute or two, or what. But I went out there and stood and waited, and couldn't have been happier. It took them a long time because I struck up a conversation. I don't remember who started it. I want to say he did, with a guy named August Souza, who was a World War II vet. This is 2015 when I met him. And I don't know how long we stood there until one of our cars came, or both of our cars came. He was waiting on his car as well. But it seemed like it was enough time for me to learn so much about him and what he did and where he came from, and I went home and wrote this song about him, and actually at the time I was so moved that I didn't think to get his contact information. I mean, 2015, he's getting maybe his oil changed or whatever, and he was in World War II, so that would mean, he might have lied. A lot of kids back in the day lied about their age, but if he was, say, 18 in 1945 at the end of the war, which I don't think that was the case, he ended up being on the cliffs of Dover shooting howitzers into France. So that's probably 44. But if he was 18 at that time, that makes him 95. ish in 2015. And so one thing I didn't do was get his contact information, and I ended up going back to the dealership and giving them a letter, hoping they would forward it to him. I don't think they did, but I never heard from him. So, and this is his story, the story of August Souza. I'm trying to move as close as I can because I don't think this high string guitar comes through very loud. I'll pluck hard.
That sounds good.
Is it good?
Yeah. Sorry.
It's a long whistle blowing and not easy knowing where this one-way train is bound. You can feel every heartbeat like a foal in a stampede. It's a long way from the merry-go-round. In the murmur of strangers, not a word of the danger you'll face a few fortnights from now. It's a quiet denial of the violent trials awaiting this innocent crowd. And what of the legacy of the living legend? What of the world that he saved? The rattle and hum roll through the dreams of every soul, their countenance uncertainty, and the journey is ever revered as a treasure in the face of unknown destiny. When the haze and the smoke clear and the ringing in your ear echoes the beat of the war, the fog of it all stakes a claim on the parades. It's a toll you pay forevermore. And what of the legacy of the living legend? What of the world that he saved? Across the great water, the freedom you bought her, is it worthy of the steep price? Does the day unfolding now make you proud or your head bow? Or is war just in humanity's vice? Consider this, my friend, you stood and were counted. There's no understating your life. And whatever this world does, the day that you saved us, like you, it is larger than life. And this is the legacy of the living legend. This is the world that he saved. The world that he saved. The world that he saved.
Yeah. It's a beautiful song. I love that song.
Damn.
Sorry, August.
Yeah.
No, don't apologize, man. It's a beautiful song, and I don't know anybody that doesn't forget lyrics every once in a while.
Thanks, buddy. Yeah, it's a weekly thing for me.
Join the club.
It seems I've played this for you recently, but I don't think I've. Excuse me. I don't think I've played it since October 7th. So I thought I'd play it today. It's my prayer. I see love. I see love. I see love when the Hindu man prays for his son, when the Christian prays for someone, when the Muslim prays for her mother, when the Buddhist prays for her brother, when the Jew prays for his father, when the Muslim prays for his daughter, when the Buddhist prays for peace, when the Christian prays for the deceased. In every prayer I see love, everywhere I see love. I see love when Hindus and Buddhists meditate, when Christians and Jews congregate, when Muslims and Jews fast for days, in the faithful of every faith, when the agnostic opens his arms, when the atheist saves me from harm, when in goodwill that comes without prayer, in the prayerless everywhere. In every prayer I see love, everywhere I see love. I see 1,000,000 people pray for the same thing every day. I see love. I see truth in every prayer, every church and everywhere. I see love. I hear a train coming on, I feel a wave rolling on. I see hands holding on to hands. I see love. I see love when the Jewish woman is with child, in the Muslim baby's little smile, when the Christian family gives thanks, in the atheist holds lonely hands, in the random act of kindness, in the heart that's open-minded. Right before our very own eyes is the singular prayerful life. In every prayer I see love, everywhere I see love. I see love in every prayer, I see love everywhere, I see love. I see love in every prayer, I see love everywhere, I see.
Oh boy.
Beautiful song and a beautiful man. Jimmy Lunsford.
All right, Jimmy.
That is. Almost. Not
Jimmy,
quite.
almost, right?
Almost made me cry, but beautiful things make me cry. And Jimmy, you are the most positive person I can think of. And were you just born that way, or how do you stay that way? No,
I actually think you nailed it. I don't know that I had anything to do with it. I think I just have a natural disposition that, I mean, it's not that I don't get mad, I don't get frustrated, I don't get depressed, but there always seems to be a light shining, and I can go toward it, and I'm thankful for that.
so it is. He's like you. You were just born that way.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jimmy. I love you, man.
Love you, Jimmy.
Brother, thank you. Thank you very much.
Move on. Another person I love,
Yeah. We got Mary Ann now.
Mary Ann McAllister, and then John, and then Val,
There she is.
and then Rich. Hi there. Hey.
There she is.
I'm big. Okay, I'm not big anymore.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I fixed my chipper. Yay me. So
All right.
You're amazing.
You are amazing.
You're always chipper.
blade stuff. So I was really scared. I thought I'm not going to pay somebody to do this. So yeah.
When you did that, did it make your day chipper?
Good one, Val.
And that's dangerous work, you know. I know people
Yeah.
I know one guy that lost a finger in a chipper.
Well, I treasure my fingers. So
Yes.
I was a little scared, but I thought, okay, if you just do it like this, you take it slow and stuff, and yeah, and it worked again too. So I didn't just dislodge the thing, but when I went to start it again, it started again. So yeah,
Hey, you.
Outstanding.
You're
Excellent.
an amazing woman.
well, just functional.
You're amazing to us. All right.
Functional all the time. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is Mary Ann McAllister.
All right, Marianne.
Thank you. So this song I kind of think of as a veterans song in terms of giving them a home that they're fighting for, and a home to come home to. And so it's you'd be so nice to come home to. You'd be so nice to come home to. You'd be so nice by the fire while the breeze on high sang a lullaby. You'd be all I could desire under the stars, chilled by the winter, under the August moon burning above. You'd be so nice, you'd be paradise to come home to and love. You'd be so nice to come home to. You'd be so nice by the fire. You'd be so nice, you'd be paradise to come home to and love.
Very nice.
Yeah.
So that's something light. And then this song I pulled out this week to add into the rep to be playing. And it's first I think of as a Thanksgiving song, but Homesick, That's All. I hear Frank Sinatra and I could see him as one of the troops over there, the guys sitting around talking about, well, what they're fighting for. Um, and and there's songs in here that just get me. There's lines in this that it's universal. They get me too. So this is Homesick, That's All. I miss the thrill of grammar school romances. I miss the junior prom and all those theme dances. The gossip in assembly hall. I'm homesick, that's all. I miss the gang that hung around at Miller's, devouring chocolate sodas with those whipped cream fillers. The guy I promised I would call. I'm homesick, that's all. I miss the joy of leaf piles in the autumn, and that sledding when the big snow finally came. I miss the scramble for the wishbone every Sunday, and the big Thanksgiving football game. I miss the times I had to set the table. I miss the rules my mother made when she was able. The fragrant bonfires in the fall. I'm homesick, that's all. I miss the joy of leaf piles in the autumn, and that sledding when the big snow finally came. I miss the scramble for the wishbone every Sunday, and the big Thanksgiving football game. I miss the times I had to set the table. I miss the rules my mother made when she was able. The fragrant bonfires in the fall. I'm homesick, that's all.
Oh yeah,
that's a nice one.
Wow.
Well done.
Thank you in 1945. Thank you.
Absolutely, wow.
Yep, that's about all you can say, isn't it?
Thank you.
How do you chase away the blues?
I'm kind of learning that the biggest lie we can tell ourselves is that something is permanent. And so just got to kind of wade through it. It's there, the blues are there. This is what I got. And then just keep looking at the facts around me. I got this to drink. I've got this. I've got that. That's beautiful. This is horrible. That's horrible. That's horrible. I should be upset.
Yeah, yeah.
You know? And just stay with the facts. And there's good stuff in with the bad, and just the sea change. kind of happens. You got to wade through it. You can't. There's no way around. The best
You're
two.
right.
That's what I'm learning.
Wisdom.
It is.
Oh, not.
Yeah, it is.
It is. Thanks for sharing it. It helps.
Mary Ann McAllister. John Boy's next.
Ah.
Val, and then Rich. Then we'll check in with Cousin Linda. And if Ron doesn't show up, we'll put Cowboy in there,
If he wants to be.
if he wants to be. Hi, John.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, fine. How are you?
Good, good. Hey, I know something that would cheer you up. Collect up a whole bunch of Mary Ann songs.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Make a CD for yourself. Yep.
Yeah.
That would work.
I'll do that for you.
Really?
That's a good thought.
Outstanding. Where you been? What you been up to?
Well, today I had to bring my wife to an appointment. That's why I was late. So
Okay.
it wasn't too late.
No.
Other than that, not doing a heck of a lot. Watching Dad, taking care of Dad.
Yep.
Yeah.
You doing okay?
He's doing all right. Yeah. Yeah. He's a U.S. Army veteran. So,
Yeah.
98 years old. He I think I posted a story. I don't know if you saw it, about him trying to get a veterans discount at a store, and they asked for his DD 214, which is all veterans get it, except that didn't start until 1950, and he didn't have one. But he told them his name, rank, and serial number, and they gave it to him.
Wow.
He still remembered it. Yeah.
That's great. Very cool.
All right.
Cool guy.
Let us put our little hands together for Mr. John. Q.
Thank you.
Boy.
I've got two. First one has the 4 themes in it, of course. Yeah. And the second one, really just one of the themes, I think. But no name. This is per the themes. Yeah. Armistice Day is now Veterans Day. We wouldn't have either if I had my say. The wars that produced them would all go away, and we would live peacefully far from the fray. If I could change history, I wouldn't stop there. I'd go back to when native peoples thrived here. And I'd tell the pilgrims, why don't you prepare to sail back to England or France, I don't care. If I had the power, I'd change many things in this great land of ours of the I sing. Change it can be sometimes so slow to bring. Don't give up hope, people, let freedom ring. If wishes came true, I'd be hoping someday the whole human race would meet in a fun way. We'd drink Coca-Colas and eat hot fudge sundaes, and declare a new holiday every Monday.
All right. Yeah. Your songs keep getting better. Yeah.
They can't get much worse.
That's not true.
I shouldn't say that.
Because it's not true.
Not at all.
This is one that Stephen heard me do and asked me to do it again, so I certainly will. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Called Hobos in the Roundhouse. It's by Bill Isles. He's out of Minnesota, I think he is. And I changed one word, but otherwise it's his song. From 7 to 7 every night of the week, fixing trains in the roundhouse, I work on my feet. And I told my children, hope the bed bugs don't bite. I got hobos a-sleeping in the roundhouse tonight. From Akron to Hinckley and Prairie to Shane, they're soldiers and lawyers, I believe what they're saying. And I'll roust them at 4 and they'll head down the line. My hobos are sleeping in the roundhouse tonight. Well, good night, my hobos, rest your vagabond heads on your old knapsack pillows and your gunny sack beds. For a few stolen hours, you'll be alright. My hobos are sleeping in the roundhouse tonight. Well, they hired a new man to work as a guard. Every morning at sunrise he checks out the yard. But for now I won't trust him, though he seems pretty nice. 'Cause I got hobos a-sleeping in the roundhouse tonight. Well, good night, my hobos, rest your vagabond heads on your old knapsack pillows and your gunny sack beds. For a few stolen hours, you'll be alright. My hobos are sleeping in the roundhouse tonight. Well, I asked my savior, what shall I do? If I'm caught helping hobos, my job will be through. And I heard my answer so clear and so bright. Are my hobos a-sleeping in your roundhouse tonight? Well, good night, my hobos, rest your vagabond heads on your old knapsack pillows and your gunny sack beds. For a few stolen hours, you'll be alright. My hobos are sleeping in the roundhouse tonight. My hobos are sleeping in the roundhouse tonight.
Thanks so much.
Thank you for asking for it. I love that song.
Me too. The first song was great too.
Thank you.
How do you stay positive?
Well, it's been said before, walking and music. Either listening to music. I listened to your CD. I listened to your CD the other day, Stephen, on the rainy day, and it just matched that day perfectly. Oh, it was great. Yeah.
Thank you.
Walking, music, and playing the guitar. Not that I do a heck of a lot on it, but it soothes me somehow.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you.
Val is next, then Rich, then Ron, if he's here, and if he's not here, it would be Cowboy. Okay, Cowboy? Might not be on right this minute.
Right. If he wants to be good with waiting till 19, that's totally fine
Yes.
too.
How are you, sir?
I'm okay. It's been well, it's been a long year, but it's been very full. I guess I'll share now. For those who don't know, my wife died on Sunday after a very, very long illness and actually a very long life of dealing with a lot of mental health and physical health crises. But I'll just very briefly share the 6 hours before she died. Her best friend in the world, and nobody in this world could have a better friend than Frank was to Carol, came to see her and just be with her. And my stepchildren, Mandy and Brendan, saw her for about 45 minutes before 6 o'clock, and they must have been coming down the elevator when I went up, because I arrived at 6 and sat with Carol, sang to her, and talked to her, sat in silence. And then about 8 o'clock, 2 aides came into the room and a nurse came into the room. And it became clear that they didn't come to do their work. They came precisely, each one of them, to tell Carol what an impact Carol had had on their life, one of the aides said, "Carol, you need to know that this entire floor has been a better place since you came to be with us." And they started telling stories of to Carol, and I was hearing of ways in which she'd had an effect on people. And at one point I noticed a pool of what could only be tears in the corner of her eye. And I wiped it off gently, thinking, she's hearing this and she is deeply moved. And after about another 10 minutes, one of the aides said, "Wait a minute, I think Carol has stopped breathing." And she had. I had been praying for weeks that she not die alone, and that prayer was answered in spades. And I think I stayed with her for about an hour and 20 minutes and then drove home, and all that time it was like I was on a silent retreat. The first thing that came out of my mouth on the way home is, how could I possibly be anything but grateful? And I know some of you have been thinking about me and know, and I'm just so grateful. I don't think it was such a gift to her, and I saw the effects she had on people on that floor, and it was just so wonderful that amidst all the things that were stripped away from her, all of the anger and anxiety and fear and frustration of a long year, that also was stripped away so that the real Carol could do what Carol does when she's at her best. So I think I'll sing my second song first, because this song, at the very end, I find it a very, very, I thought of it today, and I found it a very important, the last two lines are an important couple of lines of hope. Down on that highway side, you can watch the big trucks, you can watch them roll by, stand in the wind that they leave far behind. You can stand there and savor your own peace of mind on that highway. Under the overpass rear mirror view, I come out of the shadows to a memory of you. Talking miles with the driver, killing boredom and time, through the fields of Saskatchewan, cut from the line of that highway. Of that highway. And it's too late for summer, too early for snow. The diesels, they're lined up 10 in a row. The waitress at the truck stop keeps the countertop shined, and the music from the cowboy bar 3/4 time. Cigarette, and the day's nearly done, and you're no further yet. No divine intervention, no divine sleight of hand would leave you abandoned forever to stand on that highway, on that highway, on that highway.
Oh, so pretty.
Oh, that's so nice, Val.
Beautiful, Val.
Gorgeous.
Just beautiful, Val. Thank you.
Thank you. That's David Francie. I just love that song. And then this song is for the veterans who aren't veterans. Who's gonna care for the ones who care for the ones who went to war? There's landmines in the living room and eggshells on the floor. I lost myself in the shadow of your honor and your pain. You stare out of the window as our lives go down the drain. Invisible, the war after the war. Invisible, the war after the war. I get no basic training, I get no Purple Heart. I'm supposed to carry on, I cannot fall apart. People look at you and thank you for your sacrifice you made. They look at me and smile and say, I'm lucky you're okay. Invisible, war after the war. Invisible, war after the war. But I'm a soldier too, just like you, serving something bigger than myself. And I serve unseen, caught in between my pain and the pain of someone else. I'm stronger than you think I am. I'm right here by your side. I am not your enemy. I don't want to fight. There is no going back in time. I know you're not the same, but you are not the only one for whom the world has changed. Invisible, the war after the war. Invisible, the war after the war.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Yeah, what a great
Beautiful.
song.
Yeah.
Oh,
What a great song.
Overall, another inspirational set.
Val,
Not
thank you.
to be presumptuous, but if you ask me what keeps me going through the dark times, what really kept me going through long years was like that line says, trying to always remember that I'm serving something bigger than myself, especially with Carol.
Yeah.
But then I found myself, in fact, I put this on my office door for 20 years. The last line of Buddy Mondlock's song, The Kid, I can no more stop dreaming than I can make them all come true. Kind of like Mary Ann said, being aware of the realities. I always dream, but I do that even knowing that I can't make them come true. All I can do is dream. And so that's a couple of the things to get me through. Other than that, playing my guitar, walking in the woods, everything else, I would agree with that.
Thank you, Val.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Yeah,
Val,
thanks for sharing
ladies
that. Thanks for sharing all your stories, Val. I'm so sorry.
I have to say that over the last 5 months, which is about the time that my wife went into long-term care, is when I started coming to Catbird. This group has kept me grounded, hopeful, and most of all, grateful.
Oh,
That's nice.
Yeah, that's great. I feel the same way about these people.
yeah.
Yeah.
So glad we were able to help a bit.
And you can imagine the prayers and thoughts for you, Steve, in the midst of your blues that you've talked about. Yep.
God bless you. Thank you so much. I so appreciate it. And, we all shared a moment of silence last week for Carol. Yeah. And just thanks for everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Val. It's beautiful.
We're so
Thank
glad
you.
you're with us.
Yeah.
All right. Thank
Rich
you.
Barrett is next.
Richard.
And then Ron, who, as usual, just showed up in time for his set.
Hey, Rich.
Well, it's true. And Rich, what's up in Richland?
Same shit, different day.
Okay.
You know,
All right.
When I think about people here at Catbird, it's kind of like a family that you don't see each other except, through here. There's not a lot of personal interaction anymore since COVID, but we are a family.
Yeah.
Yes.
We are.
We feel that way.
That's right.
You can't pick our real family this way.
All right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Rich Barrett.
All right, Rich.
Put Geronimo in jail down south where he couldn't look a gift horse in the mouth. Sergeant, don't you feel there's something wrong with your automobile? Warden, listen to me. Be brave and set Geronimo free. Governor, isn't it strange? You never see a car on the Indian Range. Oh, boys, take me back. I want to ride in Geronimo's Cadillac. Oh, boy, take me back. I want to ride in Geronimo's Cadillac. Warden, didn't you know prisoners ain't got no place to go? Took Geronimo by storm, took all his feathers from his uniform. Jesus tells me, and I believe it's true, the red men's in the sunset too. Took all his land, now they won't give it back, and they sent Geronimo a Cadillac. Oh, boys, take me back, I want to ride in Geronimo's Cadillac. Oh, boy. ride your uncle's Cadillac.
Yeah, babe.
All right. Rich.
Thanks for that. You do that real good.
Nice
Yeah.
song, Rick. Yeah. This is one for veterans, I guess. It's a guy clock called Heroes. I haven't done this in a long time. He brought the war home with him. Still got sand in his boots. He's wrestling with the demons, the cold, hard truth. Something ain't right about him. Came back different. Something in his eyes said he'd seen too much. Something in his legs said he'd had enough. Heroes everybody needs. Heroes. Even heroes need a little help. Heroes can't always be heroes. Who's gonna save the hero from himself? He's got a picture from Baghdad. Just him and his buddies. They're just horsing around, getting ready. One by one he watched them die. Just scared kids and he don't know why. He's the only one who made it out alive. Heroes everybody needs. Heroes. Even heroes need a little help. Heroes can't always be heroes. Who's gonna save the hero from himself? 10,000 clicks away in his head. He can smell the smoke, he can smell the dead. Silver star and a pistol in a drawer. Morphine just ain't working no more. Heroes everybody needs. Heroes. Even heroes need a little help. Heroes can't always be heroes. Who's gonna save the hero from himself?
Very, very low. That's Rich Barrett, folks.
Yeah, Rich.
You know, I had to leave the room, but I heard the song.
Yeah.
I left the door open, and I got to hear it. You did a great job with it.
It was
Both of
wonderful.
those songs.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Thank
Richard.
you, Richard.
Yes. He's right.
He's right. It's a
We
family.
have a family.
We
Yeah.
have a family.
Yeah, and I'm grateful for that, and does help.
Yeah, and it's so great to see you all, whoever can make it on Saturday, even though it's not a hugs time, it's just a together time, and we love it.
Right. Okay, Ron is next. Then David Ballinger.
Hey,
Then
Ron.
Joe Isaacs. Hey, Ron.
Hey, Ron. How are you?
You're mutated.
No, well, he's not actually, but
Well, how come we can't
we're
hear
not
him?
hearing you, Ron.
Run, 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 they do run, run.
All right, Rich.
That occurred to me too, Rich.
Yeah. Now you're muted, Ron.
Nope, still can't hear you.
Well, he's muted still. You got to unmute yourself, and then we'll see.
Okay, better?
Yes,
There you go. Now we hear you.
Okay. So, like I was saying.
Yeah, would you back up a little?
What?
You're very boomy. Would you back up?
And do you have original sound on?
And of course,
I
you
have original sound on.
Right.
I can turn down, let's see. Is that better?
Yes. Seems much better.
Much better? Okay.
Still breaking up. Yeah, still crackly.
Still?
I had that problem last week.
Yeah, you
My
did.
whole set was crackly.
Just 1 second. Let me try one other thing. How is that? Better?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
That's much better. What'd you do?
I'm just becoming a tech wizard.
Okay.
Right, Ron.
It was only a matter of time, Ron. Only a matter of time.
A tech wizard and rebellious member of the family. I came back. We were out in Western Mass, so we just got back. But the real reason I came back wasn't so I could play, so I could hear Freddie K come after at the end.
All right.
Just wanted to let you know. This is another song.
Yeah, we're glad you made it back in
Always
time.
glad to see you.
Awesome.
Okay, folks, welcome back. Rob,
Don't let the life you lead get you down. Don't let the life you lead get you down.
Hey, Ron, I think when you changed your mic, your original sound went off.
You're right. God, good catch. Sorry. I'm back on. Better?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Sorry. Wow. Okay. Don't let the life you lead get you down. Don't let the life you lead get you down. A lot of stuff sure comes round, so don't let the life you lead get you down. And don't let a mind that shines go astray. Don't let a mind that shines go astray. Lot of stuff comes your way. Don't let a mind that shines go astray. And don't let a heart that's warm get cold. Don't let a heart that's warm get cold. Ain't no way of growing old if you let a heart that's warm grow cold. So you do just what you gotta do. Here's some advice I have for you. Don't let bullshit grind you to the ground. Don't let let the life you lead get you down. No, no, no.
All right.
All right. Yeah. Right on.
Thank you.
Hey, Ron, great job.
I think he was answering your question, Steve.
Yeah?
I said, I think he
Hello?
was answering your question, Steve, in that song.
Yeah,
I don't
exactly.
have to ask him now. I've been asking everybody how they beat the blues, and you answered that in your song.
Oh, okay, there you go. Okay, this second song is dedicated to Stephen, inspired by the words that he says at the end of every Catbird. I'm playing it on my new resonator guitar, which creaks a little bit, but I keep at it. We are all connected. We are all connected. We are all connected, the Lakota say. People, animals, earth, sky, the road ahead, the time's gone by. We are all connected every way. Watch what stuff you're chewing. Watch what you are doing. Watch who you are screwing every day. Things come back to bite you. A stranger will ignite you, 'cause we are all connected every way. My brother thought he was a loner. He rode a lonesome land till his horse got thirsty, till he needed a helping hand. We are all connected. We are all connected. We are all connected, the Lakota say. Grass, trees, rocks, clouds, the silent part, the part out loud. We are all connected every way. We are all connected. We are all connected. We are all connected, the Lakota say. The other night, I had a dream. I still don't know what it means. I dreamed I saw a world in knots where people simply forgot. We are all connected. We are all connected. We are all connected in every way.
Well, awesome.
More words of wisdom. Ron Israel. Thank you. Thanks for the reminders. And we mustn't forget.
Right.
Yeah.
We won't forget.
No.
No.
And I do take refuge in the Sangha.
Ah.
All right. Let's see what Cousin Linda's up to. Then it's David Ballinger, then Joe Isaacs, then Karen Sauer, then Neil, and so on.
Kaylin.
Hi everyone.
Hi.
Beautiful,
Oh, you-
sad, beautiful, touching music tonight.
Yeah.
Keeps
Is
bringing
that-
tears to my eyes, and beautiful stories of final journeys, and it's just so touching.
Yeah.
But I'm realizing what keeps me happy right now. You can see behind me a collage.
Yeah.
But my friend at church is leading us in a gratitude journal that we do every day for the whole month of November. And so we aren't really doing it on the weekends, but I just did one now. And the things that make me happy are music and sunshine, and that I'm grateful for dance, love, the ocean, nature, and Catbird Cafe. And it cheered me up so much just to make that. So I just looked it up right now, but thank you. It's a beautiful night.
Linda,
Thank
that's
you,
cool.
Linda.
Thank you, Linda. Love you.
Yeah, we do.
Love you too.
Wow.
All right.
Well, that was nice.
Yeah, it was great. This is turned out to be quite a night.
It really is.
Yeah. David Ballinger is next, then Joe, then Karen.
Hi, David.
Hello. Hi.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm going to go hard on the Veterans Day theme.
Okay.
And, I'm going to start with an abbreviated version of an essay I published about 12 years ago. And it's called Dad's Dedication.
Did you want to clap?
My father didn't
No.
buy what Christians tried to sell him. World War II fighter pilots weren't generally known for loving their enemies or turning the other cheek. They knew that the absence of defense brought not peace, but defeat. Attack demanded rebuttal, the name emblazoned on my father's aircraft. My father didn't buy what Christians tried to sell him. World War II prisoners of war didn't tend to prioritize the seeking of a secret kingdom over the immediate need for food and shelter. Their threadbare flesh and poking bones were obviously not more glorious than the untoiling lilies of the field. My father fought and starved, though, for those who did believe these things. When Christians closed their eyes to pray, he had their backs. He protected their privilege to worship who and how they chose. He provided sanctuary for their sanctuaries. Once retired from service to his country, my father devoted himself to the economic development of his adopted home county in rural South Carolina. I came of age watching him navigate the narrow straits of Southern Christian culture. One golden evening, while walking 9 holes, he suddenly punched my shoulder and taunted, "Have you been saved?" We both laughed, having heard this question many times as the standard parochial test of our worthiness as potential good old boys. Not putting much stock in such talk, my father walked his way through it. To him, actions mattered more than words. A particular memory burned this into him. When General Patton liberated my POW camp, he looked like God standing on a tank. My father's reverence for this principle appeared on occasion, like when he shared little accomplishments. This new company could bring in 30 jobs, or the one I'm talking to now is a 5-man operation. But I wondered why he whispered. Only upon hearing the final tally during his eulogy did I get it. While ignoring those who kept pestering him to repent and follow Jesus, my father was racking up numbers of biblical proportion, 8,500 jobs that fed at least as many people. Thank you.
Well, wow.
Wow, indeed.
Yeah.
It's a great essay.
Really.
Very thoughtful and insightful.
Hit right home.
Yep.
Elegant writing.
Thank you. this song, y'all have heard a bigger version of before, but I've decided to make it entirely based on my own personal direct experience. Not any sources from the media or the news or anything else, but from my own direct personal experience. And I want to thank Val, if he's still here, for helping me clarify one concept. Yeah, okay, I see you, Val. That not all Christians are Hitlers. And so I've changed the title of this song to Hitler's Christians. And it goes like this. My father flew a thunderbolt into the wild blue yonder and aimed it straight at Adolf Hitler. But I've seen Hitler I've seen his spirit rise into the eyes of Hitler's Christians. My mother rarely spoke about her faith in Jesus Christ. She just showed us what it looked like. And I've seen Hitler I've seen his spirit rise into the eyes of Hitler's Christians. I've met him face to face. I can name the names he took. I can tell his tales in every gesture, every look he gave that gave him away. In the eyes of Hitler's Christians, my father signed a painting of his plane fighting two of Hitler's Germans. To my son, an American and free person, my mother shined the kind of light she knew we could not see. But it blew
All right.
That's David Ballinger.
It
And
is, wow.
yeah,
Wow.
you know,
Yeah.
there's,
He's got so much to say and he says it so well.
yes, and he points, you know, it's that there are so many different ways of looking at stuff, and who is to say what is the correct way?
Right.
Not me.
Nice job, David. Nice job.
As-
Great
as-
stuff, very
Really
deep.
great.
As one
Thank you,
little
Dave.
sign of hope, first off, the word Christian is not used anywhere in Scripture. And Jesus himself was not a Christian, he was a Jew. But the first time in a document that the word Christian was used was about 50 years after Jesus died.
Yeah.
And the line was from a reporter essentially saying, "Look at how those Christians care for one another." That's the first instant that the word Christian was applied to a community of people. And,
Right.
And it focused not on what they believed, it focused on what they did.
Wow. Good.
And I find that hopeful.
That is hopeful. It's a good perspective.
Yep,
Good to know.
yep. Uh,
Thank you, David. Thank you, Val.
and anything you want to say, David?
I think I've said enough.
Okay, all right.
Good deal.
And we've already talked to Linda, and now David gave us his thoughts, and Joe Isaac's next. Oh, but before we let Joe go, we forgot a word from our
We
sponsor.
almost missed having our word from our sponsor, the New England Wildlife Center and Cape Wildlife Center, which is part of New England Wildlife Center. And we do hope that you will donate if you can. You've heard lots of good stories about what goes on and all the work that we do at the centers. And a quick story this week. There's a great story on Cape Wildlife's Facebook page about a red-tailed hawk that was brought to the center with head trauma, having been probably hit by a car found by the side of the road. Upon examination, it turns out that this hawk had also been hit by a bullet at a time in the past, which had healed itself. So they left the bullet alone. It was only in the skin, and they thought, why mess with that? They treated it for the head trauma, took care of it for a week, and just released it the other day into the wild again, and it flew off happily, and it turned out well. Another good story there on about a great horned owl that was similarly probably hit by a car and suffered head trauma, came to the center. They took care of it until it was in good shape to go back to the wild. So a lot of good work going on this time of year. Apparently when daylight savings time hits and people are out and about in the dark, and commuting time is happening in the dark now, and there's more owl and hawk, and especially owl, more nocturnal and diurnal animals that get hit by cars. So be aware. If something happens, try to find the creature and tell your ACO or tell somebody, because often if they stay in the road, they'll be killed, but if they just have a head injury, very often they can be cured. So thank you for all you do. NEWildlife.org or 500 Columbian Street, South Weymouth, Massachusetts, 02190. And that's all. We'll get on with the music.
Thank you, Kathy.
Thank you, everyone.
You're the best.
We move our spotlight. Now
And
we're
when owls
finding
are crepuscular,
crepuscular. That's the word I
yeah,
couldn't think
and
of.
they come out at twilight and at sunrise, and the time change throws them off. The time change throws everybody off. I think it sucks. But moving right along, let's hear what Joe Isaacs has to offer. There he is.
Hi, Joe.
How you doing?
I'm good. Thanks for asking. I saw some owls today. I was at the zoo earlier with my mom, and
Oh, nice.
they were right in front of us. But like I happen to, I don't know, like sometimes camouflage kicks in and sometimes it doesn't. Like a lot of people were like not seeing them. I was like, oh, they're right there. But you know.
Yeah, they blend right.
Yeah, they sure do.
Oh, which zoo?
Washington Zoo. The pandas just moved away. The pandas
Yeah.
got.
Bird.
You know, the Greg Mertz, who just stepped down as director of the New England Wildlife Center's,
Oh, okay.
helped build that panda enclosure there.
Oh, wow, it's
Design
beautiful.
it and build it. Yeah.
That's right, I'd forgotten that.
Yeah. Okay. Put them together.
Speaking of owls, my first song is about flying, and
All right.
I have yet to learn to fly myself. But
Ah,
songs, you have those dreams about flying, and songs are
yes.
kind of like dreams. And I don't know where this stuff comes from. Like, I started playing this guitar, and it told me write a song about flying. So here you go.
Okay.
Hope you enjoy. Hey, but I haven't even done anything yet, so My original sounds is on. You guys can hear me okay? I don't know what I'm doing up here in the air, acting like I don't gotta care. Maybe I don't wanna be here at all, but if I stopped flying, I would fall. And you should see the view from this great heights. You can see all the world wrongs and how they can be made right. So I'll keep on banging on these strings, hoping I learn to grow wings. You should feel this feeling called love. It'll make you feel like you're soaring up above. It's written deep down in our core, and it makes us keep coming back for more. And it hurts like hell when you hit the ground. Just gotta hope no one else is around. You pick yourself up and then soon you'll be flying once again. Oh, and the wind will batter against your face. It'll try to hold you in your place. But up here you can be free, finding out what it means to be me. You should see this thing they call life. You see the whole thing when you're in flight. Pieces like patchworks, farmlands like patchworks far below. I can feel this humming in my soul.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice, Joseph.
I think with the, it's like for me, like I kind of think we all battle about like what music is for us, and I guess for me it's a little bit like flying, because you can see things from a different angle. You can kind of get yourself in a different place. So
Yeah.
just I
The
can get
different.
because I haven't actually, gotten the Superman power yet. So.
Well, good luck on that.
There's still time.
Yep.
Your dreams.
This is a song about the clutter that sort of accumulates, and you ever have asking about like getting yourself out of that funk, and I think part of it can just be giving yourself a little bit room to think. And for me, at least, that seems to work. I mean, I have all these technological distractions, right? You know, I can put on headphones, I could put on this and that, but sometimes, as much as I like music, sometimes quiet is like, you know, is important. You know, having the quiet place to think. You know, some people meditate, but even just taking a little time to just be with your own thoughts and, you know, not multitask and not just to be there. You know, so
Good
I think
point.
this is a song about how I don't do that. And my thoughts get sort of jumbled up and it becomes this big junkyard and it's like this mess. And like picture like, you know, the haunted house scene, there's like this trap door and I have to go down there and there's the light swinging and there's like this mess. And that's my mind and all the junk that's accumulated and like the annoying things that people said that don't really matter that are circling around in my head from 40 years ago, and I'm like, why is that still there? I need to toss this out into the yard sale, you know. So. I wouldn't go down there. I wouldn't go down there. Be careful down there. It's like a minefield down there. All these thoughts that are in my mind, and I can't seem to find any peace of mind. Thoughts overflowing like dishes in my sink, and I ain't got room to think. Just keep going, clink, clink, clink. All this baggage that I stole from oh so long ago, well, I gotta let it go, for it drags me deep below. What doesn't serve you, let it go. 'Cause it's like a minefield down there. I wouldn't go down there. I wouldn't go down there. It's a mess down there. There's negative thoughts down there. Stuff from junior high school down there. Oh, I wouldn't go down there. There's negative thoughts down there. There's pet peeves down there. Oh, there's anger down there. Frustrated dreams down there. Oh, be careful down there. Oh, this life that I've been living, I got to be forgiven. Others so I can forgive myself. Take my heart down off the shelf. Think about someone else. All these thoughts in my mind on constant rewind. All this anger that I stole, it'll drag you deep below. What doesn't serve you, let it go. What doesn't serve you, let it go. What doesn't serve you, let it go. it's like a minefield down there. I gotta go down there. I gotta go down there. I gotta get it sorted down there. I gotta go down there. I gotta go down there. I gotta go down there.
Wow, that's great.
Awesome, Joe. Awesome.
Great job, Joe.
This is
That's a good one.
play here. So thank you, especially Steve and Kat for putting this together. Let's give them a big round of applause for all their wonderful work.
Thank you.
Joe, when I feel like you described, I call it, my mind feels like a Cubist Picasso painting looks.
There you go.
That's a good way to put it. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like but I feel like for me, I don't know if this, it's the same for everyone, but for me, if I kind of just like let some of these thoughts run their course, then then it's sort of like, okay, you've had your stage, you've had your say, and then it sort of deflates a little bit of their power out. But I think
And you
everyone's
let them,
got different ways,
you let
you know.
Yep, you give them
Yeah.
a little bit of time and then you let them go.
Yep. Don't try to hold on to them. Don't try to get rid of them.
Sounds
Just
very
let
healthy.
them pass.
Yeah, nice, good advice. Everybody's given us such good advice tonight.
Thanks, dude.
Thank you.
All right. Karen Sauer is next.
Oh my gosh, Karen.
Then Neil, then Steve, then Cowboy,
Hey,
and
Karen,
then
so
Freddie.
good to see you.
Hi there, lady.
Thank you. So good to be here.
Hi, Karen.
It's
Good to see Karen.
Yeah.
Thank you. I was taking some time off because I didn't want to come inside while it was still light. but now it gets
Fair
dark
enough.
at 4:30, so I'm back.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we hate it. We all hate it.
But
But
it
we're
was lovely to
Yeah,
be
we
back
are.
with you all.
We missed you.
Thank you. I missed you too. And so I wrote a song to the Ice Cream Sundae
Cool.
theme.
Excellent.
I should say I wrote half a song because I didn't have time to write a tune. So that's going to be, I'm going to be winging it on the tune.
Okay.
Awesome.
How's this? Okay?
Sounds good.
Yes.
Sounds
Yep.
good. We're gonna clap.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Karen Sauer.
Thank you.
Yeah, Karen.
We had us a time for a New York minute. Then we had us a situation. Come to find out your heart wasn't in it. You were still in circulation. You tell me them other gals don't mean nothing, but I'm finding it hard to believe you. Now I'm craving a little sweet something to give me the strength to leave you. I'm talking about ice cream therapy. Hot fudge prescription, sucking on a frozen novelty. You'll be the antidote for my affliction. Mocha chip, double dip, or make it a triple. Gonna wrap my tongue around a drippy cone. Rocky Road raspberry ripple. Give me butter pecan and I'll be happy alone. With ice cream therapy, I'll be saying au revoir. You'll be a distant memory, no longer on my radar. Spumoni, Neapolitan, pistachio, I'll try 'em all before I'm through. French vanilla, sarsaparilla, and oh. As long as there's a Dairy Queen, who needs you? Ice cream therapy, can't wait to forget you. PDQ, it's gonna be just like I never met you. So give me a pint, give me a spoon, and soon be over you.
Very good. Yeah.
I don't know why that's half a song. It sounds like a whole song to me.
It does.
Oh, Karen, beautiful.
Mercifully short. Could I?
No, it's great.
Kathy, could I share my screen?
Sure. I don't think I need to give you permission. Just go ahead and share
Okay.
it. I've got it set up in settings so that anyone can share.
Look at that. Okay, so a few times ago, months maybe, I premiered a song here that was about the singular they, which
Yes.
non-binary people, some of them like to use that as their pronoun, the singular they. And so I finished it.
Cool.
I'm trying to get rid of this line of us. Oh well. I finished it, and so I'm gonna, and I made a little video of it.
Awesome.
So let's see. New share, I think I need.
We can see it, but it's not full screen.
Right. I think I will do this, and it may become full screen. I don't know why I thought I had it on.
If you hit the square that's on the bottom line of the video, that'll probably do it.
Okay.
The rectangle, actually.
There it is.
There you go.
Yeah. So I'm hoping it doesn't. I guess it's not going to play a
Yeah.
YouTube ad ahead of time. Okay. So here we go.
Binary pronoun.
They is among us, they is here to stay. Even Merriam-Webster likes the singular they. They is a pronoun for the non-binary, them that are neither he nor she. Maybe it don't sound grammarly, but grammar ain't what it used to be. If you find they perturbing, it might be less disturbing if you use it with a plural verb. That's allowed. Now listen here, for the gender queer, times are tough, but it's easy enough for yous to use the pronoun they choose to be, in deference to gender fluidity, 'cause grammar ain't what it used to be. They is among us, they is here to stay. Even Merriam-Webster likes the singular they. They's a pronoun for the non-binary, them that are neither he nor she. Maybe it don't sound grammarly, but grammar ain't what it used to be. Now let's go back in time and talk about Ms. Way back in the 20th century, we said grammar's not the boss of me. Decided it was no one's biz if a gal ain't married, or if she is. Most of us got used to Ms. Some still don't get it, but gee whiz, it's even in the OED. 'Cause grammar ain't what it used to be. Ms. is among us, she ain't going away. And it looks like singular they is likewise gonna stay. They's a pronoun for the non-binary, them that are neither he nor she. Maybe it don't sound grammarly, but grammar ain't what it used to be. Now let's look farther back. Or is it further back? I am I and we are we. You're you, but you didn't used to be. Until the 19th century, you were known as thou or thee. It's an etymological mystery, but that's how it was in history. And some still refuse to see that grammar ain't what it used to be. Thou hast left the building, fare thee well we say, and I'm almost done singing about the singular they. They's a pronoun for the non-binary, them that are neither he nor she. Maybe it don't sound grammarly, but grammar ain't what it used to be. So what if it don't sound grammarly? They is part of my family, and love trumps grammar any day. That's why I use the singular they.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Fantastic.
Karen, that's awesome.
All right, Karen.
Great, brilliant.
I hope that goes absolutely viral.
I agree.
Yeah.
I got tired of people asking if I had trouble with my name, so I would play dumb, and they'd say, "Well, did you get girls' mail? Did teachers think you would be a girl?" And the first time I did it, I kept doing it. I answered, "Yeah, I had that problem, but it only happened after I had the surgery."
Ooh.
Okay, well,
And who knows? Maybe that's right.
it's great to have you back.
Thanks, Val, and thanks, Karen.
And Neil is next. And Neil, your audio is fine.
You can
All
hear me?
right. Yes, we've heard you right along.
We hear you just fine.
Oh, okay. I was having trouble from the beginning, but well, hi everybody. Good to see you all.
Hi.
Your dog is so big.
Yeah, that's a big puppy.
10 pounds of them, but can you tell I'm having computer problems? But anyway, so great to be here. I'm glad I came in. I think when Val was singing his first song, and my heart goes out to you, Val, and I know you're going to be moving forward and treasuring all those memories. So I love you, my friend, and I just love hearing what everybody's playing. So I'm guessing Stephen might have mentioned it, or Kathy, earlier today, but tomorrow, actually on our part, we're doing a fundraiser for Israel, and our part starts at 4 p.m. We're going by time zone, so we do 3 hours in Israel, 3 hours in the UK, and then we go clear across the country. Clear across the country, and Stephen will be performing. And
Hopefully, if my voice holds out.
Oh, it will. Well,
I hope so. Kathy gave me her cold. She's just getting over it, and I'm just getting into it. But we'll see. I'll let you know. I'll think positively.
have warm liquids like I've been doing all night since I got home, and so it'll be a great long 9 hours concert for us, and I'll try to be sending out an email after this to all of you with the link to all the audience members will be in the YouTube part, and all the performers will be on Zoom. So I'll be there with you because I was part of the planning team for this whole thing. It's only a few of us. So I look forward to that. And then, of course, we have ROM on Monday, and any of you are welcome to come to ROM. I know several of you have already signed up, so I'm looking forward to seeing and hearing all of you there. And again, my thanks to Kathy and Stephen for doing a fantabulous job, as one of our dear friends would say. And she'll be there on Monday as well, and tomorrow. So thank you all, and let's hear some more music.
So Monday, there is a ROM on Monday.
There is.
Okay. And how can we sign up?
Well,
I
I'll be sending out the numbers as soon as I can and get my computer working well. I'll be doing that after Catbird.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good. Thank you, Neil.
Thanks, Neil. Glad you could make it tonight.
Yeah, you're looking good.
Yeah.
I always try. I always do. Thank you so much for what you guys do. I love you.
Love you.
Put the
Thanks,
Sign
Lord.
Up Genius link in the Should I put the link in the chat?
Ram?
Yeah.
YouTube.
Yep, please do.
Yep.
Meanwhile, we'll go on to Steve Azzaro's place.
Thank you, Stephen.
Here he is.
Uh,
There he is.
hey, Steve, what's going on?
Hi, just getting ready for tomorrow and
Yeah.
rehearsing, writing, raking leaves and freezing. You know, it's that time of the year. It's dark at night, so it's a long evening. But
Yeah.
well,
Here we are all together anyway.
Yes, and here we are. And hopefully you have a couple of tunes for us.
thank you. And just a thought for you, Stephen. You asked the question earlier, and it took me a long time to learn this, but I realized after a long time that the way I feel is a choice that I make, so that I don't choose to have anything like that bother me. I choose the alternate, which is a bit more cheerful and positive. Life is tough enough to get through, but it isn't any rehearsal. It's the one time we get, so I try to make it positive all the time. And that's so I say that the choice is ours.
And put them together for Steve Azzaro.
Thank you. So this is a song about immigrants. I came over on the boat, so I have a little bit of a feeling of what it's like to be an immigrant. I call this song Home Friends, I wrote. It's about a group of friends that I have. They happen to be Ukrainian, and they gathered. It didn't matter the weather. They would gather and they would celebrate. Cold, they'd have a fire, they'd drink, they'd sing. And I got invited to some of their sessions. This song is called Home Friends. My home is so far away. I'm still trying to find my own way. I had no choice. I had to get away. You know there's no going back. I gotta stay. Gather around the blazing fire, and it warms us for a while. With shining eyes and warm hearts, we talk, we laugh, we smile. Together we sit and drink, and we sing the songs of old. We take comfort in each other, and it keeps away the cold. My home so far away, I'm still trying to find my own way. I had no choice. I had to get away. You know there's no going back. I gotta stay. I've traveled far from home, took my heart, my body and soul. I see the same sun shining, but every day I'm getting old. I see the same moon and stars with the same tired, longing eyes, but they're strangely out of place, sometimes bring tears to my eyes. My home is so far away, I'm still trying to find my own way. I had no choice, you know I had to get away. Well, there's no going back, I gotta stay. I journeyed to this land, this new and exciting place, to start another life life, but find I'm in an endless race. I am fearful in this new world, this great land of the free. Always working, 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 still trying to be me. I still long for the people and the places I left behind. I think of them quite often, and I wonder if I cross their mind. So little time for old friends and simple news of home. But here I'll make the best of it, even if I feel alone. Our home, so far away, we're still trying to find our own way. Had no choice, we had to get away. There's no going back, we gotta stay. And so we reminisce in our own hometown tongue, sharing stories and songs we heard when we were young. We'll raise our glasses tall and high, toast the heavens above to good health, good life, good love. Good health, good life, good, good love. What a show, what a show. You wash.
All right. Hey, Sergeant Jam.
Thank you. I did like those gatherings, but boy, they sure did like to drink and eat, which is two things that I like to do also. So it was great fun. This song I wrote, let's see, 7 years ago now, because what happened in this country and was still happening and what happens elsewhere, ultimately, somehow, we have to learn to protect ourselves. I don't know. It's frustrating. But anyway, this is called Protect Yourself. What will you do? Life deals you a really bad hand. You gonna run? You gonna hide? Or will you take a stand? Some say you should wait to be saved by the folks, those folks in blue. They try their best, but what if it's up? It's up only you. You gotta protect yourself. Nobody's gonna do it for you. Save your life, my friend. Maybe others around you too. It takes courage and a plan, knowing what to do. You gotta protect yourself. The only thing you can do. You never know when evil comes with the wicked ones who want to kill. At a church, movie, mall or a bar, trying to impose their will. So if the shooter takes aim to fire, then you got want to fight fire with fire. The good book says an eye for an eye, such a sad world gone haywire. You gotta protect yourself, nobody's gonna do it for you. Save your life, my friend, and others around you too. It takes courage and a plan and knowing what to do. You gotta protect yourself, the only thing you can do. You gotta protect yourself, it's the only thing you can do.
Good.
Protect yourself.
Thanks, Steve.
More great songs from Mr. Steve Azaro.
Thank you.
Thank you, Stephen.
Thank you. Cowboy and Freddie. And we're here.
Ooh.
Hey, Cowboy.
That's so cool. Cowboy could be here tonight.
Hey, Leah.
Okay. I unmuted. Stop it. I unmuted. Leave me alone. There we go.
You're on mute.
Yeah, we hear you. You're unmuted.
Ladies and germs, it's Cowboy Rex.
Yay, yay.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, so here's a couple of songs about what one little tiny man can do. I think my answer to your question, Stephen, is I kind of have gotten to the point where my motto is keep moving, and I kind of refined that into keep moving by doing the right things. And these two songs are about what one little tiny man can accomplish.
I like it.
Walking by the seashore in the sand, seagulls crying overhead. I found a message in a bottle and this is what it said. I am alone and I'm scared. No one's looking out for me. If you find my message, please, won't you come and rescue me? Well, I'm driving to work and I'm late again, catching every red light on the way. There's a ragged man on the corner holding up a sign, and this is what it said. I am alone and I'm scared.
No one's looking out for me. If you read my message, please, won't you come and rescue me? I saw a picture of the earth from space. Pretty blue marble floating peacefully. Clouds in the picture seem to form a face. This is what she said to me. I am alone and I'm scared. No one's looking after me. If you hear my message, please, won't you come and rescue me? Well, I'm just one little tiny man, I said. How much can I really do? Be a good neighbor, be a friend, she said. It must begin with you. Walking by the seashore in the sand, seagulls crying overhead. I found a message in a bottle and this is what it said.
Oh, beautiful.
Wonderful.
Oh, thanks. This is a love song. My version of love is not a noun. It's a verb, an action verb. And that's what this song is about. Red was a man who loved to ride all night long in the pale moonlight, singing to the stars. He was singing songs of love, and the night breeze and the hoot owls and coyotes sang along. Willa'd just like to stay at home, reading by the firelight all alone and dreaming. She was dreaming dreams of love, and her mantle clock and the treasures in her hope chest dreamt along. Red met Willa at a town hall meeting. They seemed to see things eye to eye. He was tall and shy, and she was apple pie. And at her front door, she said, would you care to come in and talk some more? Red built Willa a home of her own outside of town on the prairie land where he loved to ride out in the pale moonlight. Now she sits by the window and listens to him singing to the stars. Yeah, she sits at her window and listens to him singing to the stars. Ooh, 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 ooh.
Oh,
Cowboy.
Cowboy Red.
Gorgeous songs, Cowboy. Gorgeous.
You're right.
so glad you were here tonight.
Yep.
Me too.
Glad you're all here.
Yeah.
We all are.
And I've gotten a lot of good advice tonight.
Right.
I'll be doing a lot more walking. See how that works.
Uh-oh, where'd Freddie go?
I don't know. Where's Freddie? There he is.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
We
Yeah, I gotta close the door. I get the outside world out of here. Inside world in. Okay.
All right, sisters and brothers, it's Freddie K.
Good to see you.
Okay, Buckwheat. Okay, let's see what we can do. Great night as usual. Maybe even more greater than if we're grading things. Okay, this first song is a veteran song. I called my friend that I wrote the song about today. I don't really think I've called him much since last Veterans Day, and there was some weird answer on his phone, so God only knows what the story is. Anyways, yeah, Al was a Vietnam Special Forces guy. I've sang the song before. He was living in a tent on a toxic dump in Quincy, and I wrote the song about it. And with the grace of God and help from whatever, political people that I was friendly with. I was able to help him get into an apartment. He sobered up just long enough. He was drunk on the day we went to get the keys. But he's managed to keep the apartment now. It was back in probably '02. So the song goes out to my friend Al Spar. Just a wonderful soldier. There's a homeless Vietnam veteran. He lived up on a toxic hill. He saw so much death and killing. Sometimes he gives himself the chills. Yeah, there's a homeless Vietnam veteran. Lives up on a toxic hill. Saw so much death and killing. Sometimes he gives himself chills. Oh, there's a homeless girl that lives with him. She tries to love him every day. There's a homeless girl that lives with him. Says, I'll love you till our early graves. In the land of the free and the home of the brave, the home of the homeless soldier, free to wave his tattered flag. In the land of the free and the home of the brave, the home of the homeless soldier, till they drag his ass through, till he gives himself away. Yeah, there's a homeless Vietnam veteran. He lives up on a toxic hill. Saw so much death and killing. Sometimes he gives himself the chills. There's a homeless girl that lives with him. She tries to love him every day. There's a homeless girl that lives with him. Says, I'll love you till our early graves. In the land of the free and the home of the brave, the home of the homeless soldier, free to wave his tattered flag. In the land of the free and the home of the brave, home of the homeless soldier, till they drag his ass away, till he gives himself away.
The homeless soldier.
Very good.
The song mentions Sunday. So it can be a Sunday song. And I wrote this when I was writing back in the 80s. I always just freestyle. I just thought, I don't know what I did. I just thought of something and put on a tape and played. I never wrote anything down. I just played. This was First song I wrote back in '83. I was coming off a 10-year Angel Dust run. And so this was the first song I wrote. Just clicking on the tape recorder and freestyling, I guess the kids would call it. Oops, that was my freestyle pick. And it kind of gets into the theme of what you do to beat the blues. I'd say now is probably the best escape I have is walking out into nature. And I've been hanging around with the same lately. It's just, that's my current outlet. Is just looking at the wonders of this world and nature. One solitude with the people you pass on the paths and whatnot. But that's my biggest exclamation point of the day is taking walks out into the wilderness and just seeing the wonders of this world. There's not enough people. I'm glad not a lot of people out there because it'll be crowded. Everybody appreciate it. So anyways, this song's called Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday's Next. It's on the White Album. First song on side B of Been Mortally Wounded. He's just getting light. Next. He's just getting like the rest. Oh, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday's next. I seem to find my way around. Good side of this town. Oh, every day it's such a drag. I go to work and then I really drag my horse through this town. People think I'm a dead beater, a goddamn funny clown. I really drag my horse right all over this town. 'Cause I can't seem to cut it on the 9 to 5 go round. And I'm trying to cut loose, just doesn't seem to go. 'Cause every day I'm right. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday's next. I can't get my shit to the weekends. I need those long weekends. I need those everlasting weekends. The one that says that Monday is never gonna get here. The one that says that Monday is never gonna get here. Monday's for the dogs, and I've got all these fleas. Would you please pluck them off of my major self? Monday's never gonna come my way. I'm never gonna see another Monday. I can't see. One day when no one knows what day it is. Oh, maybe then it'll be back to the way it's really supposed to be. When you don't genuflect on Sundays, when you don't keep things for a day, when you do those things the right way. do those little things the right way. Any day.
Yeah.
All right, Eddie.
Thank you.
You're always there. Uh, so, Freddie, next Saturday, our suggested themes will be Thanksgiving, and except for poor people, white Americans have a lot to be thankful for. Um, and so, not so much with red and black and brown folks. And so instead of Thanksgiving, we celebrate the National Day of Mourning, in which we remember stuff like this, acknowledging the Massachusetts, Pokanoket, and Wampanoag tribes of indigenous peoples. I don't know. The hell is that?
You okay?
Yeah, we're getting sound effects here. Tribes of indigenous peoples for whom the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, many of its streets and towns have taken their names. I'd like to pay my respect to the ancestral bloodline of these tribes and their descendants who still inhabit traditional ancestral territories to this day. And of course, next week will also be Native American Heritage Month. And I guess that's it.
Yeah.
Except to thank all of you. Thank you, Freddie. Thank you, Cowboy, and Steve, and Neil, and Karen, and Joe, and David, and Linda, and Ron, and Rich, and Val, and John, and Marianne, and Jimmy, and Neil, and Jade, and Marianne Sullivan, and Phil, and Glenn, and Tom, and Gaya, and Betty, and Andy, and Mike, and John. Hopefully I didn't forget anybody. Thank you all for what you bring to the table. You've all helped a lot tonight, and I appreciate it. And otherwise, as the Lakota say, mitako yaoyasi. We are all related, all connected. And wakantan kanishiyun. May the Great Spirit walk with you.
And with you, brother. Thank you.
Thanks.
What a crew. I love you all.
Love you guys.
Every last one of you. Bless you. Ernie Ford used to say, bless your little old pea-picking hearts.
That's right, pea picking. Yeah.
Anyway, night, everyone.
Good night.
Nighty night.
Night.
Have a good one. We'll see you tomorrow.
See you
Yeah, see you
tomorrow, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.
You too, Neil.
Bye.
All of you.